Good morning. Happy Monday, guys. Happy new week. I can't believe I keep saying this. And I say it every year. Like, I remember literally saying this last year. I can't believe we're already halfway through the year. Time flies. There is that theory, isn't there, that time goes quicker as you get older. And I'm sidetracking here already, but one of the theories was because you've got so much behind you, so it feels like things are like racking up. But another theory I read was, or I heard actually, was because your life is very similar, like day in, day out, and you don't have those changes. So every day is like just the same. So it kind of blends into one. So I don't know. I don't feel like our days are the same. I mean, when we're in each country, it is, but month to month is very, very different. And yes, it is early today. Oh, I'm going on TikTok. It doesn't matter. It's too early for TikTok anyway. I'm also not on Instagram because I didn't want to get my laptop out and set that up. So today I'm just on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. That's where I'm at. And it is very early. It is, I say very early, it's like 7:48 a.m., which for me is early. I'm normally still in bed for like another hour, but I've been up for about an hour. Well, I've been awake. I've been up. I've been doing some market research for content, just in bed, which is like the worst thing you could do. Please don't ever be on your phone in bed. It is a habit that I desperately need to get out of. I'm on my phone in bed. It's really bad. But Cam's gone to do cardio, and I'm like, meh, I'm not doing that. I like you. So I'm just gonna get ready for the day, which is unusual because normally I work and then I get ready about 1. I was saying this to my clients last night. I normally get ready at 1, but today I'm getting ready at like a normal person time. And then if Cam's not back, I don't know if he's watching, but hopefully not because I don't want him to know. I might go out for breakfast. If he's not back by the time my makeup's done, I'm going to go without him. I'm just going to go by myself. We're not supposed to be going out for breakfast today, but I'm by myself, so I can do what I want. I don't need to worry about him. So, and I did my weight this morning. So every Monday, I do a weight update for you guys. And I kind of talk about what I did last week, what's happened with my weight, and what the plan is for the week ahead. So I weigh every day, but I take a weekly average, and my averages are on Mondays. So I do Tuesday to Monday, essentially. So today was my last day of the week, if that makes sense. Even though it's the first day of the week, it's actually the last day of my week. So I do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I add all of the weights up, and then I divide them by 7 because I weigh 7 times a week. If you only weigh 3 days a week, you can do this, but only divide by 3. 3 weeks that you've got to get an average. And then I look at last week's average and then this week's average, and then I make the difference. I find the difference, and then I make a decision from there. So even though, say this week I went from say there was 151 in there. I can't remember off the top of my head. Just say it's 151 pounds. And today I was like 146. It would seem like I lost 5 pounds, but actually as an average, I may have lost a lot less. So it might feel a little bit disheartening sometimes because you're like, oh, but I saw a big number, now I see a small number. But it's not true. It's not a true number, right? So you need to be taking the average. It's more, it's a stronger number. Strong. So last week's average was 147.8. My memory, 147.8 pounds. And today it's 146.4. 146.4. So as an average, I've dropped 1.4 pounds this week. What has happened? What have I done? Well, I'm still not tracking food, even though I said, yeah, I'll track. I still haven't tracked. But then, is there any need to track if you're dropping weight naturally? I don't think so. As long as you're prioritizing your protein and your veggies, which I'm doing my very, very best to with my 8-pound avocados, then, as in, yeah, £8, as in like $12 avocados, not as in the weight, as in the price. So I am trying to get in veggies. I'm eating a lot more broccoli with our £5 bag of frozen broccoli. It's not cheap here, guys. It's not cheap. So that's what I'm aiming for. And protein, I'm hitting like, as a guess, I'm probably under consuming protein. I'm probably hitting about 120, if that, on a good day. So I should really be eating more protein. But I'm also not weight training because of my wrist and because of my knee. So I'm walking a lot more and just doing like steps on the treadmill. And talking of steps, a steps challenge starts today. So that's why Cam's gone to the gym earlier, I reckon, to get some steps in. He's super competitive. I'm like, I know I'm not going to win. I'm not even going to I'm not going to try. I'm not going to try and win. Whereas Cam's like, if there's an opportunity, he will take it. It's very competitive. So I'm not training, you say. I'm trying to do the odd bit here and there just to like test myself and see if my wrist is any better, see if my knee is any better. I'm just kind of like testing a little bit, but honestly, it's not good. It's not good. My hand just doing this is throbbing. So I'm not training. I'm just doing steps, and I have been doing like a little bit of running intervals, and everyone's been like, "Oh my god, fine, you never run." I know, but I am so bored walking on an incline, and I can't do cardio either, right? So otherwise, I'd be like, "Well, I'm trying to lose weight anyway. I'll just do some like elliptical." But I can't do elliptical. I can't do the stairs. I can't do the bike because of my knee. So for some reason, the only thing I could do is run, which is like hell. Literally, I can't lift weights and I have to run. That's hell for me. Absolute hell. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing like 600-meter. They're not runs. They're like jogs. So they're like level 9 to 10 kind of thing. So 6 minutes per kilometer ish. And I did 4 600 meters, 5 600 meters, 6 600 meters, and now this week, let's transition. Nice transition. This week I'm going to go into 800 meters. So I'll do 4 800 meters today, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. At some point I'll do that though, and then I'll do 5 800 meters, I think, and maybe I'll go to 6, or then maybe I'll just change the distance again. I'm not sure. I haven't planned it out. Like, to plan it out, you could just be, oh well, I'll just do I feel. No, you need to be progressing. So whether that's by distance, total distance, distance per interval, speed, that's another one. Like, now that I'm going to be going a slightly longer distance, 200 extra meters, my speed should probably be decreased. And the total overall distance run will also be decreased because at the minute I'm running 3.6 kilometers with rests in between, which takes it to 4.2. But so it's 3.6 kilometers. But if I run 4 800, what's that? 32, is it? 3.2 meters. So is it? 34, 3.4. But anyway, the distance needs to, like, something needs to give. You can't run at the same speed or faster. You can't run faster and longer and further. You have to choose one of the three. Otherwise, you're going to be injured. So work on one. So this week, I'm probably still not going to track my food. I'm not going to lie. Probably still not going to track my food. I'm kind of past trying to hit more protein, to be honest, because it's just so difficult here. And that's that. Like, that's the excuse. That's the excuse I'm using. It's too hard here to find enough protein. Like, people in the UK and America, our clients across the world, depends on what country they're in, will be like, oh, it's so hard to hit protein. I'm like, fucking, no, it's not. You've got lean beef mince. You've got, like, even like high protein microwave meals. You've got like my protein meals that you can have. Chicken in the air fryer. You've got an air fryer. You've got Ninja. Fucking easy. Put some chicken in there with different flavors. You've got Maggie bags. You've got chicken thighs. And what have I got? Really expensive chicken breasts. Like that's all. I mean, we did have steak last night actually, but generally that's even more expensive. So a steak is per kilogram. I think is about £9, something like that. £9 per kilogram. I think. Maybe a little bit more actually. Yeah, it's 10. Yeah, it's about £9 or £10. And then chicken breasts for like one breast. I got 700. So for 1 kilogram of chicken breast, it's probably £6 UK GBP, something like that. But anyway, it's very expensive, and there's no other options. So I'm kind of past the count. And at Farge, Faye, the big yogurt, Greek yogurt, £10. So I'm just gonna suck it up and just use this as like a cut. I'm trying to lose weight anyway. I'm not really in the catabolic status, and I'm not breaking down my muscles because I'm not training. So, I mean, running's probably put me in a little bit of catabolic state, but I've got enough muscle for now. It's fine. And then when I get back to the UK, I can start to eat more protein. I can start to, hopefully, once I've seen my osteo and had my operation, hopefully then I can start training again. And then it'll all be fine and dandy. But I do not recommend Albania if you want to eat high protein diet. No bueno. So yeah, this week I'm not going to track. I'm going to carry on with my de-stressing. This week I also have my period actually. So any highs that were, last week will have come down. Water retention. I think I only went up like 2 days, like before my period. And then the day after just kind of dropped, which is nice. And then that's it basically. Next week we go home, go back to the UK for a little while. Depends on how long it's going to take for me to see someone about my wrist, my leg, and mostly my wrist. But if I need to have surgery, like how long is that going to take? When's the plan for that? Those kinds of things. But until then, I'm just going to keep in a low calorie, keep my steps up as high as possible. If I've got to run, I've got to run. And that's that. And then I'm hoping that maybe I can make a little target that maybe before I get back, I want to get an average of like 145. Maybe I'll get it. Which means I got like 1 more week. I got the next week and a couple of days to get under 145. So today's weight is 145.6. And that might be a low for me. It's like I was 145.8 and 145.6. I think that's the lowest I've been in a while. So it's on the way down. And that's the thing, when you weigh daily, you can kind of see these like drops. And even though I went like 145.8 and then I went 147, I think that might be my height 147, 148, something like that this week. And then it kind of goes up down, you see it again. And the more times you see the low weight throughout the week, the average is going to be lower generally, unless you have like a really high spike. There's some rogue data in there. But that's the update, guys. I'll take my progress pictures on Thursday. What did we do for Thursday this week? We went to an art gallery to see. Who did we see? His name escapes me. Mike. Damn it. He's like really famous, the pop artist, and it's Andy, Andy Warhol. You know, Andy Warhol. Went to see his exhibition here, so that was fun. Went to the art gallery. It was so cultured, so cultured. And this rest day, I think we're going to go to the cinema to see Inside Out 2. So a date this week. So that's something to look forward to. And then next week's our last week, and then we leave. We leave on Friday, and then we're going to a seminar in London on the Saturday. And I'm trying desperately to squeeze in the Disney exhibition in London the day that we land. So we land at like midday, and I'm hoping to go see the Disney exhibition that evening in London. So watch this space. I'll let you guys know if we end up going. But that's it. I don't think I'm going to be doing these as often. I'm not going to do them daily anymore, I don't think. Because not enough people, I see people popping on and no one comments, and I'm like, well, I guess they don't want me to talk to them. I guess they're not getting value, so I'm going to stop doing them. I'd rather than talk to myself for half hour, I'd rather get into my course. I'm doing this course at the minute, and I'd rather just watch those videos, or if other people don't get a benefit, I'd rather benefit myself, basically. Or even just sit in silence and do my makeup in silence would be nice. Give my head a little bit of a break. So I'm going to reduce them. I've made the executive decision. Not enough people, not enough demand. So the supply is decreasing. This is going to happen. So that's basically it. We're going to set a challenge this week. So make sure that we're friends in case I need to reach out to you. Should have had an email. If you haven't had an email, message me, because some of the email addresses, we had 102, I think, or 103 people apply to or register for the challenge. But some of the email addresses said that they were wrong. So I noticed some of them had spaces in, or some of them had typos or whatever. So if you hadn't had an email from us about the step challenge, you need to DM me if you want to be in with a chance of winning that Fitbit or the Beats by Dre earphones. Okay. So I think Cam just messaged me and said it's going to be another 20 minutes, which means how many 20 minutes? And that was 10 minutes ago, which means I probably got time to go get breakfast somewhere else by myself. I might do that. So I'll do my progress pictures Thursday and upload them to my other Instagram account, because I've got two. One of them is tips and stuff, and the other one is my personal journey. Where's this hair? So I'll be uploading to my personal journey one, which is at weight loss and wandering, but not wandering, wandering. 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 That is my weight loss and wandering. It's my second account. That's where all my progress goes on. That's where my meltdowns go, my struggles and everything in between. That's it. I'm gonna go and get some breakfast without Cam. Let me know if you get any questions. I'll speak to you soon.